Tiffany, do you ever get that feeling where it seems like everyone in Arcadia is doing something cool at the same time?
Yeah, all the time. 1 minute it's sports games, the next it's clubs hosting events, and then someone's talking about movie night.
Exactly. It's like our campus never sleeps.
You're right. That's why today we're inviting our community to be in the spotlight with us.
We're talking athletes, students, programs, and events that really bring people together.
We're basically giving Arcadia its main character moment.
I can't wait. Shining it on you guys. I'm Nia.
And I'm Tiffany.
Welcome to Show 17, Spotlight on Arcadia.
Looking to make your summer a work of art? UCLA is offering 5 summer institutes designed for motivated high school students. These programs give students the chance to earn college credit, strengthen their portfolios, and develop academic skills in their area of interest. Registration opens in February 2026. Use the link below to learn more.
One of Arcadia's very own, Anika Jha, is being celebrated for her student-developed innovation, turning technology into a tool that can help save lives. Here's Juliet with the details on how it rose to the national stage.
Thanks, anchors. Here in the engineering classroom is where Anika Jha fostered her love for STEM and robotics. With technology continuing to shape the future, students like her are finding innovative ways to solve real-world problems. Now Anika is getting national recognition for an app designed to improve wildfire awareness and safety. With wildfires becoming an increasing concern across Southern California, communities are looking for smarter ways to stay informed and prepared.
The idea behind Fire Up is to both look into where wildfires are more likely to occur so that first responders can allocate their resources more wisely, and also for the general public to be aware of higher risks.
Fire Up is an intuitive web app that combines real-time fire detection, predictive mapping, and evacuation plans to make wildfire readiness more accessible.
I know she's very passionate about what she does and all her accomplishments.
Anika's innovation recently earned her first place at Congresswoman Judy Chu's Congressional App Challenge, a nationwide competition that recognizes student-created apps and programming talent.
I am so proud of everything that she has accomplished. I actually don't think it's really me. I think it's her core to be a STEM person.
To be recognized for my work is just the best feeling ever.
Fire Up stood out as the top app of the competition, giving Anika the opportunity to have her app displayed in the U.S. Capitol, featured on the official challenge website, and an invitation to the National House of Code celebration in Washington, D.C. Projects like Fire Up show how student-driven innovation can make a meaningful impact. Through creativity, technology, and community support, young developers like Anika Jha are shaping a safer future. This has been Juliet, now back to the anchors.
If you've got school spirit, this spotlight is for you. Pep Squad tryouts are coming up. There's a mandatory informational meeting on Thursday, February 19th at 6 p.m. in the AHS Lecture Hall, and at least one parent must attend. Everyone is welcome, dancers, tumblers, guys, and girls. For additional information, contact T. Erickson at AUSD.net.
The State of District took place this past Tuesday, highlighting the people, performances, and progress that define Arcadia Unified. Here's Cessair with more details.
Thanks, anchors. Arcadia Unified District recently hosted its District Showcase, a special evening celebrating the creativity, talent, and dedication of students across the district's performing arts. The event brought together students, families, and community members to experience performances from schools across Arcadia, highlighting the strength of the district's performing arts program at every grade level. Students from multiple AUSD schools took the stage, including performances by the Arcadia High School Band, Orchestra, and Orchesis dance team.
So this year's district showcase was something new that we tried out, and I was just so excited to see how the district staff and the district board was really supportive of the performing arts groups at our schools.
In addition to student performances, Superintendent Dr. David Vanisol and Board of Education President Lee Chavez shared updates on the district's vision for the future. Their presentation covered upcoming facility improvements and the impact of Measure AS, which aims to enhance learning environments across AUSD campuses.
So, for instance, they put in a lot of money to ensure that all the students have the best resources and environment available to study and go to school, because a lot of students spend their time here, so they want to ensure that people are as safe and able to work as efficiently as possible.
The district showcase served as both a celebration and a community conversation, emphasizing a district committed to student opportunity, art education, and long-term campus development. Events like the district showcase give our community a glimpse of the work our student and administrator put in. The event was streamed by our Apache News crew and available to watch in full on the Arcadia Unified YouTube. This has been Cessair, now back to the anchors.
Grab your friends, grab some snacks, and come join Arcadia Film for Big Hero 6 tonight from 5 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. at the PAC Courtyard. Tickets are only $5, and you can get yours by DMing at ArcadiaFilm_, asking any Arcadia Film officer, or buying one at check-in. Don't miss out. It's movie night done right.
With the weather getting a little hotter this week, keeping yourself cool is a must. Luckily for you, there is a solution. Here's Aiden with the place to go if you want to beat the heat.
Thanks, Anchors. I'm here at the newly opened Molly Tea right here in Doherty Road. Let's see what's brewing inside.
Located right here in the Baldwin Plaza, Molly Tea is a new addition to the Arcadia community. Molly Tea is known for its Eastern modern tea brand, as well as how they specialize in crafting high-quality, fragrant jasmine-based teas with floral flavors. Their drinks reflect a blend of traditional tea culture with a more modern style, which makes the experience feel both familiar and new. Some of the more popular choices at Molly Tea include their jasmine milk tea and other tea-based drinks that focus on lighter, more fragrant flavors. These options appeal to both regular tea drinkers and people who may be trying floral teas for the first time. The interior of Molly Tea gives off a very loungy vibe, creating a comfortable space where people can sit, talk with each other, or relax while waiting for their drinks. It feels less rushed and more like a place where people can slow down for a moment during their day. In addition to their tea, they also sell different kinds of items that customers can take home with them. These include pins, mugs, and even detailed candles, which add to the overall identity of the shop beyond just drinks. Molly Tea is open Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., making it a spot that fits easily into both daytime routines and late evening plans. Their grand opening takes place on Friday, marking their official welcome into the Arcadia community.
Molly Tea is a welcome addition to our community. It's not far from the high school, so it's a great place to hang out. This has been Aiden, now back to the Anchors.
Seniors, want to represent your class in style? Otter Quarters and pre-orders run from February 2nd to the 14th for $35. Grab yours from an ASB Senior Council member.
Wow, it's crazy to see how so many different activities are always going on here at Arcadia.
I know, right? That's why we're shining the spotlight on them.
You know, Hollywood is doing the same thing. The 2026 Oscar nominations were just announced too. I'm so excited.
If you want a closer look at who's leading the race this year, Tejas is here to walk us through it.
Thanks, Anchors. The Oscars are back, and this year's nominations are already sparking plenty of conversation. From expected frontrunners to a few surprise contenders, there's lots to unpack. My name's Tejas, and I'll be walking you through the biggest nominees heading into Hollywood's biggest night. First off, we have some record-breaking news. Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler, has been nominated for 16 categories, breaking the previous record of 14 held by La La Land, Titanic, and All About Eve. For the category of Best Picture, 3 nominees have stood out online: Ryan Coogler's Sinners, Josh Safdie's Marty Supreme, and my personal pick, Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. Moving on to Best Actors, we have a few standout performances, such as Timothée Chalamet in Marty Supreme, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, and Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another. Now, I do believe these were all fantastic performances. However, were they Oscar-worthy? Personally, I would say no. Leonardo DiCaprio has had much stronger performances in his past, alongside Michael B. Jordan. However, I do believe Timothée Chalamet's performance in Marty Supreme stood out just a little more than the other two. And with the run he's been having, considering he's been in Dune and A Complete Unknown, he is deserving of an Oscar this year. In our final category, we have Best Director. The list contains Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Chloe Zhao is the only woman nominated in this category this year, but has been nominated in previous years, winning for Nomadland in 2020. Records are broken, favorites are forming, and surprises are still in play. We'll be watching every step of the way as Hollywood counts down to March 15 for the 98th Annual Oscars. This has been Tejas Patel, now back to the Anchors in studio.
Wait, the competition this year is crazy.
I can't wait to see the results.
If we were nominated for any award, it'd definitely be the Best Anchor Duo.
For sure. What about our audience? What would you guys be nominated for?
If I were to be nominated for something, I'll be nominated for the Best Relay Runner ever. Coach Schultz, if you're watching this, put me on the anchor leg for that 4x4.
If I were to be nominated for anything, it would probably be for using ChatGPT for everything.
I would be nominated for making everything funny.
You know what? I agree.
Personally, I would definitely win for being the most hardworking.
You wouldn't even be nominated.
Okay, first of all, rude, but who else other than me?
Honestly, our athletes deserve it.
Oh, haven't our athletes been up to a lot this week?
Yeah, let's turn the spotlight over to them.
Last week, Arcadia's soccer and basketball teams took on Pasadena on Friday. Here's a look at those scores. Starting off with girls soccer ending their game against Pasadena with a tie of 2-2. As for basketball, the girls earned an outstanding win of 70-25 against Pasadena, but for the boys, although it was a very close game, Pasadena took the win with a 54-48 and ended the team's win streak of 7 games. Alright, now for this week's scores. Starting off on Tuesday with girls soccer against Burroughs, the game was close but ended 2-1 with Burroughs taking the win. Arcadia boys soccer took on Burroughs in a match right after, and now passing it to Lily for the results.
Thanks, Lily. This past Tuesday, Arcadia boys varsity soccer team went up against Burroughs in a home game, and they were definitely prepared for a fierce matchup.
Arcadia and Burroughs were evenly matched early in the game, with both teams making strong attempts towards the goal. Within the first 15 minutes of the half, Burroughs took a 1-0 lead. The match remained a physical back and forth into the second half until Arcadia broke through near the 30-minute mark of the second half when number 10 ran the net. The teams continued to battle it evenly through the remainder of the game until Arcadia's number 20 delivered the final goal in the last 10 minutes of the half, and Arcadia secured a 2-1 victory.
What an incredible performance from our boys this week, and congratulations to them again for coming out on top despite such a close match. This has been Lily, now back to the studio.
Thanks, Lily. Switching over to basketball, the girls played against Burroughs on Tuesday. The game ended 58-37, Burroughs taking the win. Boys basketball went against Burroughs right after and won the game with a score of 74-56. Next, girls soccer played in a match against Mirror on Thursday, the game finishing 0-1 Mirror. Boys soccer went against Mirror as well and won with a score of 3-2. Meanwhile, in the gym, basketball played a doubleheader against Mirror, which we streamed, so make sure to go check out on our YouTube channel. Anyways, the girls finished up the match with a score of 59-24, Apaches taking the win. And boys basketball followed up winning against Mirror with a score of 75-31. Moving back to Tuesday, girls water polo teams competed in the Pacific League tournament, Arcadia playing against Burroughs. Taking it to Tejas for the rundown.
Thanks, Lily. After their win against Hoover and Crescenta Valley last week in the Pacific League tournament, Arcadia headed over to the Pacific League tournament finals to face Burroughs in what was to be an exhilarating game. The Apaches got off to a phenomenal start with sophomore Zoe Luck drilling 3 deep shots, leaving Arcadia up by 3 in the first quarter. However, Burroughs responded in the second, slowing the pace of the game and chipping back at the lead, bringing the score up at halftime to 3-4. With some halftime adjustments, Zoe managed to snipe down 3 more goals to start the third, but the Bears brought a heat check, also scoring 3 goals despite some great defense from Arcadia. With the league champion title on the line, the score was 7-8 heading into the final quarter. Then, the floodlights illuminating the pool had shut off, essentially delaying the game for an unknown amount of time. With the crowd confused and the players anxious, Arcadia used the time to gather their thoughts and recenter themselves for the final and most important quarter. When the lights came back on in 20 minutes, so did the Apaches. Arcadia managed to hold the Bears off on defense, while on offense, junior V. Tran and sophomore Addie Garcia scored 2 huge goals to secure the lead and the win for Arcadia. Despite the unorthodox setback, our girls managed to pull through and win league, capping off an amazing regular season. They will continue to play as they head into CIFs in the coming weeks. Make sure to continue to support them then. This has been Tejas, now back to Lily.
Thank you, Tejas. And also, thank you, girls water polo co-captain Eva Hernandez, Zoe Luke, and Angelina Yuan for joining us in the studio today. First off, as Tejas said, congratulations for becoming Pacific League co-champions. And let's hear a bit about the tournament. Starting with co-captain Eva Hernandez, I was only able to see your performance in the match against Crescenta Valley, but in your opinion, what was the most challenging match of this tournament?
I believe our most challenging match would be against Burroughs, which is the final game. We were in the lead for most of it, but we were really trying to stay strong throughout the entire game and to keep our focus on just the game, as there was a lot of people in the stands, and we think really worked well as a team and communicated well.
It sounds difficult. Now, Zoe, what do warm-ups look like for your position as a center defender or as a team in general leading up to a league tournament game?
Yeah, so for a league tournament game, we really try to keep it consistent because we found that if we change it up, our team tends to stray away from our usual plan. But we do have like an extra focus on our passing, getting us ready for the game, and we also talk about our game plan a couple minutes before we start, just so everyone knows what they're going to do going into the game.
Sounds like the team must need a lot of motivation, which brings me to my last question for goalkeeper Angelina. What is the best piece of advice a coach has ever given you?
I would say my coach always told me to to focus on what's happening now and not to stress about my small mistakes. And it really helps me stay calm and play better during games.
Well, I hope that the team carries that mindset throughout future CIF matches. Thank you all so much for coming here today. And to wrap this up, Arcadia girls and boys soccer takes on Hoover tomorrow, boys starting at 3:30, girls following right after at 3:45. Later on Saturday, girls basketball plays against Hoover as well at 5:15 and boys against Hoover at 6:45. Make sure to go show our athletes some support at these games. This has been Lily Pisano with sports, and now back to the anchors.
Well, I loved sharing the spotlight with everyone, but it looks like our show's coming to an end.
That's okay. I'm sure our community will continue to shine in the brightest ways. They never needed our help with that.
Before we leave, we can't forget about the birthday shoutouts.
Happy belated birthday, Miss Lacitra, Mr. Carranza, and Mr. Mendoza, and a happy early birthday to Mr. Anderson.
If you'd like to receive a birthday shoutout in one of our future shows, make sure to fill out the form with this link below.
Make sure you follow all of our socials down below so you never miss the latest updates on all things Apache News. This has been Tiffany.
And Nia.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.